Democrats have talked of a party makeover after an election loss, and now more Biden controversy piled on after the president pardoned his son Hunter late last night. In an effort to get back control, one New York State senator is pitching himself for DNC chair, claiming he is the right candidate for the job after snagging a victory in what's deemed as the state's Trump country. Joining me now is New York State Senator James Skoufis. Senator Skoufis, thanks for joining me this morning on the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
First, I have to get your reaction to the news this morning of President Biden pardoning his son Hunter, walking back very public claims that he wouldn't do this. What do you make of it, and what does it do to the party's efforts to revamp here?
Certainly, first and foremost, family is family, and I'm a father. I am sympathetic. I think anyone who's fair-minded here would be sympathetic with the situation that President Biden faced over the past several months. Now, that said, I think what's being lost in the discussion here is that it seems literally everybody, and I mean everybody in politics, is held to a very different standard than President-elect Trump. This is something that Donald Trump does on the regular, breaking promises and flip-flopping and doing 180s and pardoning individuals that are faced far more egregious charges, and in some cases were violent. He's about to probably pardon January 6th rioters who attacked police officers. And so the double standard is truly astonishing. Now, that said, as someone who's looking to lead the DNC, and my top and only priority as DNC chair will be to get back to winning, I do have some concern that this will make it more difficult for us to litigate the ridiculous case that Donald Trump has been offering the American public, that the Department of Justice has somehow been ridiculously weaponized against him and his loyalists, which it very clearly has not.
And let's talk about looking forward for the Democratic Party. Say you are at the helm of the DNC. How do you diagnose what just happened, the major loss, not only the presidency, but the House, the Senate as well? How do you diagnose that, and how do you course correct moving forward if you're at the head of the Democratic ship?
So it first starts with showing up everywhere. I just saw the other day that Donald Trump held rallies in 49 out of 50 states over the past several years. We need to start showing up as the top of the ticket outside of just 7 states, even if those are the battleground states. We need to become a national party again. Yes, a 50-state strategy is needed. I would go one step further and argue that a 32-44 county strategy is needed. We have over 3,000 counties, of which thousands of which probably have no connection and certainly no investment from the national party whatsoever. In my district that voted for Donald Trump by 12 percentage points, I won re-election by 14. I show up in the reddest communities, in the most hostile meeting rooms, and I venture onto perhaps traditionally less than friendly traditional media outlets as well. And so we've got to start showing up everywhere. And importantly, we have to stop telling people how to think. We have to stop telling people, rehashing Brookings Institute white paper talking points, that the economy is somehow doing wonderfully. We have to do a lot more listening. We have to do a lot more responding to people's sentiment. When someone argues, like myself, that we need a stronger border, elements of our party should not knee-jerk just react and label that person as racist because they want a strong border. We need to start listening more to the American people and responding to their top-of-mind needs, not telling them how they should be feeling on important issues.
Yeah, I know this is your first foray into the national political arena. We'll be following your race. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.